Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're well. Just quickly, we're doing an afternoon tea live special today. I know I don't normally go live on a Friday. Oh, here we are. Just quickly, Dave Digital, could you please let Piper know? Because I don't normally go live on a Friday, I don't think he knows to redirect me. Anyway, I hope you all are well. Let's have a look. Let's see who's in the chat. Um, I hope you guys are hungry. Or if you are, I am so sorry. Because I can't give you the food. And oh my God, I love to feed people. Oh my God, if any of you were like here, I would like literally feed you and feed you and feed you, feed you. I'm not even joking. I've put on so much weight since late July, August time because me and my siblings, i.e. my two sisters have been together, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if you can hear me properly. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. It takes me forever. You know, there's a lag. I'm not sure if you know, but there's a massive lag when it comes to um, just the chat, if that makes sense. Okay, 1 second. Still can't see the chat. Okay. Anyway, I'm hoping you guys can hear me. I don't know why the chat's not coming on the screen. Let me just do that again. Okay. Hopefully it'll be on the screen soon. Okay, so we've got Lauren. Lauren's a fellow Brit, so she'll know what high tea afternoon tea is. So hi, Lauren. We got Aisha. Hello to you, and we've got Mr. Alex, storyteller. We've got Mike, and we've got Black Hat Team, who's so helpful, bless him. We've got Dave Digital. Please do hit the likes. And we've got Jessie. And we've got Trade Intuition. So we've got Joe here as well. There are 46 people watching this. So do pop in and say hi. So for those people who are unaware, oh, we've got Flat Earth as well. Good day to you. Um, I spoke to you, or we were DMing yesterday in what's his name when we had Doug's crypto story. You say you lurk a lot, so I'm glad you're here. Um, Left Field, good morning to you as well. It's afternoon here, but good morning to you. And Paper Planes. Um, Nice to see you. So 50 people in the chat. Do say hi to me because I love calling you out. Okay, so today is just a trial. So I cook, cook, and I feed, and that's what I do because as a child, that was literally what I was taught to do. So I grew up in a Pakistani, British sort of Pakistani household, and if you know anything about Asians, you know that they're really hospitable like hosts. We are like literally the best hosts in the world. All we do is we feed people and we love feeding people. And if you don't eat, we actually think it's you're disrespecting us. We're literally that bad. We really, really are. Okay, so today we're just gonna be doing an afternoon tea. I'll just tell you like how we have afternoon tea in the UK, which is like super easy. But a lot of people don't know, and I do actually believe the pandemic, a lot of young people don't even know etiquette nowadays. And it's just like, seriously? But it's not their fault. It was the pandemic. Everything was shut down for a long time. And not only was it the pandemic, it's also our economy as well. We've actually got to a place in our economy now where a lot of people can't even afford to host and to feed people. Not only that, one, they can't afford it, and two, they don't have time because all we're doing is we're just chasing the dollar, the pound, the euro all the time. People are working two, three jobs literally to make ends meet. Is absolutely terrible. Um, Absolutely terrible the way that society is now. And as a result, so many people suffer because of fear, money. And hopefully, when we do go onto a Bitcoin standard, which I think we will go onto a Bitcoin standard, things will improve. What they're doing is they're just literally printing money just for the sake of money. I remember reading actually yesterday, for some reason I needed to find out the price that Germany sold its Bitcoin. It was 57,000. Each Bitcoin was at worth 57,000. They sold it for fiat. They sold it for fiat, something that they can print. It's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I had to find that out yesterday, for something that I was doing. Okay, so traditional afternoon tea. Um, Literally, I've been making this since the age of 11, and we've had to do it in Asian households. Whatever your parents say, that's what you do. You don't get to say no. So since the age of about 11, this is what I've been doing for people who used to come to our house. We had a rule in our house. The rule was anybody who came from more than half an hour to 45 minutes away, they will get dinner. And anyone who came less, they would literally get something along the lines of what I'm serving up today. You had to feed your guests. Like, guests are like literally, and I actually do believe this. My parents used to say this because I used to get so annoyed. I was like, oh my God, I don't even know who they are. Like, bearing in mind, I'm like a teenager. Uh, bearing in mind, like I was like literally a teenager at the time. So let's have a look what we normally give in the UK. Um, I'm not going to be eating all of this because I made it, and I have that thing that if I make food, I can't eat it. Fritz, how are you? I hope you're well. I do love you, Fritz, by the way. Um, by the way, he's American. He's not Irish. He has Irish roots. I love the Irish. Okay, so you start off. You literally start off with. Sorry, I've just got to check it might be work. I do apologize. I should actually be at work. I'm the boss, so it doesn't matter too much. Um, it's fine. It's fine. Um, but yeah, I was at work. I've come home to do this, and then I'm going back off to work. Um, so when we have afternoon tea, normally in the UK, it's in the afternoon. So it's round about 1, 2 o'clock, right the way up to about 5 o'clock, something similar to that. So you start off with sandwiches. Now, I was going to make sandwiches in front of you, but then when I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I can't do that. That's so basic. If people don't know how to make a cucumber sandwich, I'm sorry, I cannot help you. So we have things like at the bottom here, you have to have, you always, I mean, I don't like brown bread. I don't know who likes brown bread. Hi, Robsy, I hope you're well. Um, and we've got John Legend. Let me just quickly go through the chat. Fitz, Robsy, John. No Digidam. Good afternoon. Oh my God, I have. You cannot have. This is very important. So, no Diggity Dam knows this. You have to cut off the crusts. It's not afternoon tea if you don't cut off the crusts. That's minimum. That's very, very basic. Very basic. Um, That's a very big no-no to serve afternoon tea with crusts on. Um, let's see. Okay, so at the bottom here, white and brown bread, because you always get the person who's always complaining. I don't know why they complain, but there's always one that complains. So we've got cheese, cucumber sandwiches, mayonnaise sandwiches, and you've got them in white and brown. And I'm not going to eat them. Why? Because I made it. Who has that thing? It can't just be me. It can't just be me who has that thing that if you actually make food, you can't have it. So what you normally do is you normally serve this with some sort of dark, heavy tea. And then as you move up the servings, you go lighter until you get to fruit tea when you get to the top. Um, so yeah, so that's the first serving. And oh my God, like whoever, do you guys not have cucumber sandwiches? Who keeps complaining about eating cucumber sandwiches? I don't know who it is, but it's one of you guys who keeps complaining about cucumber sandwiches. I don't know who it is, but I actually feel sorry for that person. To make these sandwiches, by the way, never use thick bread. For afternoon tea, it has to be the thin sliced bread. Now, if you have thick bread, you can roll it out. You just do not use thick bread for afternoon tea, at all. Ah. Do you know what? I would literally do this for you guys. Like, I like for me, and this is the other thing that I was thinking. Like, I know a lot of people want me to start cooking, but another thing that I do when I cook, because I've been doing it on my own or I've been doing it with my sisters, is when you're doing one thing, simultaneously, I'm doing 3 or 4 other things at the same time. So I'm not just doing that one thing, if that makes sense. You do other things at the same time, and I think it would really annoy me if I had to just do one thing. Um, if I just have to do one thing at a time. Okay, next up, we've got scones. So before we go on and talk about anything else, let me tell you about scones. So scones, some people call them scones. I do not call them scones. They are scones. Um, there's 2 different ways. There's the Devon way of eating them, and then there's the Cornish way of eating them. Now, I don't know which way is which, but with one way, you put the jam or you put the fruit on first, and then you put the clotted cheese. And then in the other way, you do it the opposite way. Now, the Queen used to eat them having the jam first, then the clotted cheese on top. I don't get that way. I really don't. So I'm born and raised in Buckinghamshire, which is really posh. If I'm completely honest, it's really, really posh. No, not scone. It's scone. Lost on crypto. Welcome to you. Let me just have a quick look. I know someone's been writing, and I can't see from over here. Oh, bless you. I literally have no oh my god. The amount of people I have fed in my life, that is all I live for. Like, literally, Asian women do nothing but feed and feed and feed, and if you don't feed, that's a massively big issue. You best believe if I'm cooking, I'm eating. Oh, okay. I don't understand. Do you know how good it is if you don't taste it? Oh, yeah, that is very true. So, I that's something else I tend not to do too much is, eat as I'm going along and cooking because I know how to do it. Like, literally, it's just I've done it a trillion times before. So what happens to a guest, should I bring food for you? Um, you know what? I am so shocked. How many people have said they actually like this spread? That's actually really shocking because this is bare minimum, bare minimum. I haven't even told you about the Asian style yet, because 'cause I'm Asian, and then obviously if you have Asian people coming over, you can't this stuff doesn't always suffice. Um, Dave Digital does make good food. He really, really does. Hello, David, how are you? Techman TY, are we in the bear? Oh my gosh. Scones. Scone. Okay, so, loss on crypto. Mike is a chef, we taste it, but we don't actually eat that's yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. So when I'm cooking as well, I will taste it, I would never eat it. And if I was the other thing to do, a really good trick is to, chew chewing gum when you're cooking. That way, you don't pick out ingredients. And the other thing is, I don't know, whoever has brothers, because I think this is just a universal thing. If you have brothers and you're cooking, the best thing to do is actually give them chewing gum. And we've noticed this because me and my sisters used to beat. our younger brother because he would always come in and eat, 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 and it was like, "Well, we've been here cooking and there's no food." And it's because our brother used to come and eat it, so we used to, like, kick him out, if that makes sense. Now we realise what we do is we give him chewing gum, and he kinda leaves us alone. "Hello, JC, I hope you're well." "Hello, Gary, I hope you're well." Okay, so scones, let's have a look. Just so everybody knows, because a lot of people don't actually know, this is basic, so basic, so basic. Dinner knife, dessert knife. This is the one that you use for when you're serving afternoon tea. You don't use this one. Um, the same here. If you had to, a normal fork, a dinner fork, dessert fork, you would use this one. Can you see? This is just an adult normal one, and this is like the small one that you would use. To be fair, does anybody give a crap? No. Uh, if you have them, which we do, then you know you use them. So with scones, what you do is you take a scone. Actually, you would take the entire scone. I've cheated because I normally it's just something that I've done because everybody just cuts their scones in half. So cut the scone in half, and then the clotted cheese first. I'm not even going to eat it because I just don't feel like eating it. Spread it. And by the way, when you're actually serving your clotted cheese, you take it out of the fridge beforehand so it's not too hard for your guests. And then you either put the jam or the actual fruit. Now, I always prefer to give out fruit. I always prefer to give out fruit rather than the jam, because it's just so much nicer. And then either you can cut it or you can break it off with your hands. That's how you eat it. You never, or you could go, but you kind of don't. You don't. So yeah, you just break it off. There you go, and then you'll have it like that. So easy. But the thing is, people don't know nowadays. Honestly, um, it's very, very simple, very, very simple. I'll teach you guys to actually drink from a cup because nowadays, I don't know if the standards have gone down. I swear to you, if somebody had bad table manners, I would never eat with them ever again. That I just wouldn't do it. If you Nowadays, people have bad table manners. Back in the day, they didn't. I don't know what's happened to people. Okay, let me just quickly get down the chat. Uh, well, that's actually a really good tip, especially if you have a husband as well. Wives don't tend to do it so much. It's just a man thing. Women just tend to sit down and eat properly. Oh, no, I don't have the salmon. I don't have the salmon. Yes, I do apologize. Salmon. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. It's so important. And like the first time you just need to learn it once, as long as you do it. There is absolutely no point you knowing etiquette, manners, all the rest of it if you don't practice it daily or you don't practice it all the time. Because then when you're placed in a situation where you kind of need to have good table manners, you need to have good manners, you unnaturally just go back to to normally what you do, if that makes sense. In the UK, people spend a lot of money, especially when they get into business. When you get into business, your manners, the way that you talk, the way that you look, the way that you sit, the way that you stand, people take it all in. They use all of that data to judge you, and this is the God honest truth. I mean, I do business in London. People spend a lot of money going to these classes. I'm actually teaching you guys, which is cool. A fork is a fork, yes. Yeah, just, Jessie. Okay. Do you know? Okay, let me tell you guys a secret. This is how, if you guys want to be popular at work, if you want people to like you, all you have to do is literally feed them. Feed them. I mean, we feed anyone. We literally feed absolutely anyone. With my brothers, sometimes we make Asian people make so much food. We make so much food. Oh my god. Like I have containers. Oh, I can't get to them right now. They're literally behind there. Literally, I have containers that the food that if somebody's coming over or we've got too many foods, blah blah blah, we actually put them in containers and we just give them to people because that's how much food we make. It's a lost thing now, but one of the best things that you can do to be an excellent work colleague is to literally just feed people at work. And it's even better if you come from an ethnic minority. So, for example, I'm Asian. Some of the things that I've cooked and I used to take into school, work, wherever. Oh, we used to trust me. I used to take food in for my friends, and all the rest of it. Samosa, I've actually got them here. I'm going to show you them. I'm going to show you how to eat them and how to eat them and how to make the chutney. Is because it's so easy. Um, and I'll teach you how to do it. But that's all you need to do just to be. You're such a man. Oh my gosh. Some of you remind me of my brother. Oh my God, my younger brother. Um, I live by the buffet rule. Pile up, pick it up, put it in your mouth. I will never have food with you. I'd never do it. I literally, I could not do it. Um, oh, bless you. Oh my gosh. It's just such a man thing, isn't it? The way you guys eat. It's not just about cooking the food, it's the way that you eat it as well, because you've got to think about your body as well. You should really chew your food. And I have noticed people just, whatever, they just swallow. They don't even chew their food nowadays. Gosh, you guys are impressed so easily. So easily. Oh my God. Oh my God. I should get my older sister to come on and do a stream. You guys will go like 8. To be fair, she's amazing. It is. The way to people's hearts is through food. Now, recently, it all goes back down to money. When people can't afford to pay the rent, they can't, there's a lot of homelessness in the UK. It's all underground. People have had to move back in with their parents. People have had to sofa surf, all the rest of it. People cannot even afford to rent or even afford to pay the deposit to get somewhere to rent. Um, and obviously, let alone having a house. In the UK, you are 2 to 3 paychecks away from homelessness, and that's it. And one thing that we're seeing here in the UK is because there's not enough, you know, um, there's a lot of uh, pain in the society. People are looking for people to blame, all the rest of it. Now, they always blame, a lot of people blame immigration and anyone who's different to them. They will listen to anyone who has a different, who has an idea, anyone who has a solution, they will follow them blindly. Now, we had a march recently in London, and it was all anti-Muslim, it was all very anti-immigration, it was all anti-European. It was very much pro-English, bearing in mind a lot of the things that they said about England were all imported, blah, 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 blah. But where were these people when it was lunchtime? They were literally outside all the Asian stalls and stuff. It was so funny because like people were making these TikTok videos and they were just literally lining up outside all these Asian places and Chinese places, and it's the same people that you don't want in the country. Um, I am so far. Oh, John's gonna make afternoon tea for someone. Oh my god, John, it is, like, literally so easy, and people love it. Just spreading that love, because you never know what somebody is going through, and I'm going I know I should be talking about afternoon tea, but society is literally hurting so much. In the UK, the top cause for unnatural deaths for young men is suicide. My brother used to work in the air ambulance. He's still working in that sort of centre. He was sector. He was in an ambulance, and they had to literally go to. He had to pronounce a person dead. He goes, the man was either 20 or 21. He was literally hanging from a tree. And it really hit my brother so much. That's just one of the people that he's gone to quite a few as well. So doing that little thing, and this is one of the reasons why we always like to feed people. It's even like it kinda turns into fighting. "Oh my god, no, you've gotta eat. When's the last time you ate?" You know, "What did you like tanda, mita," all the rest of it. Anyone Asian would know what I'm saying. Okay, let me just quickly get down this. Oh, that's so sweet. A lot of cultures are built like that. Um, there is, but why but imagine if you were the feeder. Now, I'm not being funny, I do own a business. I don't have too many people, like, it's basically me. But if I was a boss and I had 30 people underneath me and I had to get rid of somebody, or I had to get rid of a couple of people, I wouldn't be getting rid of the person who's the feeder in the office. Why why don't people just feed a little bit more? Seriously, even fake it, even if you can't do it, even if you don't know how to cook, fake it. I would, go to a takeaway or something like that. You can just pick up some more pakora, anything, and just fake it, or even just take in a cake or something similar to that. It's literally not a big thing. Oh, bless you. Okay, let me just quickly get down the chat. Um, Haven, good day to you. Oh my god, 16 and nieces. Oh, I bless you and bless your nieces. Oh, that is so, so beautiful. So beautiful. know, and this is the thing, this is another thing in the UK. Oh my god, we are so struggling as a society. We really have to take care of people because loneliness, I was just talking about young men then, loneliness is killing our elderly. Um, just literally, and I'm not being funny, I don't blame their children, their adult children. Because if there's not one or even most likely two people working in a household, you can't get ends to meet. And it feels like the elderly have been left out because the houses are not big enough. And even if you could accommodate multi generations in your house, the amount of extra work that's involved, which is not too much to be fair, it's only an extra plate, come off it, an extra plate at dinner time, an extra plate, at lunchtime, whatever, maybe one extra load of laundry. Is not very much at all to look after um, parents and grandparents and all the rest of it. But nowadays people can't do it because of fiat society. So hope this is something that Bitcoin can um, can solve, if that makes sense. I think a lot of people nowadays feel the same, um, but you should like yourself. Oh my god, the diets that are coming out now. So I'm reading The Fiat Standard by Slaauddin Ummas. He's the guy who wrote the Bitcoin Standard. I highly recommend everybody reading The Fiat Standard. The quality of our food nowadays is absolutely ridiculous. The quality of our soil to grow the food is ridiculous. So what they do is when they started to industrialize everything and they started to put all these chemicals on and all the rest of it, They're not letting the soil rest because ideally, what you should do is you should plant crops for a good couple of years, but then after maybe 3 or 4 years or however long it takes, I'm no scientist in this, you should let cattle, and livestock graze that land, and what they do is, with their natural fertilizer and all the rest of it, they improve the quality of the soil. Um, and then also, when it comes to process, I mean, he was talking about so many things. It was very, very interesting. When it comes to processed foods and all the rest of it, we're led to believe that these foods are good for us and all the rest of it, but they really, really are not because they've taken everything healthy out of them. American food is terrible. What I have heard, and I don't know if it's correct, I think it's correct, is in Russia, they don't have, um, GM food. They eat organic food. Um, Putin is very much against it. Margarine is one of the worst foods that there is out there. A good tea house in London. There are multiple good tea houses in London. You'd probably need to speak to my sister. I would say I've been to the Ritz, which was absolutely amazing. They have really good tea. They have so many, the Ritz, and there's a place in the Shard. They literally have so many teas that I can't even name them. I don't drink tea myself. I don't like it. So when I was 13 years old, my grandmother gave me some tea. It burnt my tongue, and since then I've not been a fan of tea. Let me just quickly get through this. Yes, I will. I absolutely love 420. I don't think he's here. I haven't seen him for a couple of lives. I remember they said it was $5 for a tomato like 2 years ago in London. I don't know what the exchange rate is, but organic food is very expensive, exceptionally expensive in the UK. Um, okay, I only eat grass-fed beef, pasture-raised eggs, and organic foods. Never felt better, never going back to junk food. You're very lucky, Mike, that you can afford that. You're very, very lucky. I'm glad that you're doing that. That's amazing. That's really good for your health. And the pharmaceutical companies are not our friends at all. But if I'm completely honest, in the UK, and I suppose in America, in the Netherlands, because I know a lot of people here are from the Netherlands, America, and the UK, it's almost impossible now to have a diet like that. Very, very sad. Okay, let me get back to this. So that was the scone, and then at the top, you finish off with the sweeties. If you have an auntie or an uncle, or whatever, like, as a child, if I knew there was an auntie or an uncle, I wouldn't put too many sweeties up there. I have got, and I know you can't see it, this is why I'm probably not gonna be doing a cooking live stream because I don't know how to set up the camera, or the lighting, I'm completely honest. I don't have time to do this stuff. Um, so you have chocolate cake, you have biscuits, you have, fruit, so strawberries and mangoes and flapjacks. This is all very normal stuff. I would say maybe not the mango, but the other stuff is pretty much you have all the time. Um, or you have a fruit palette, which is absolutely amazing. You have to know who your audience is, or not your audience. You have to know who your guest is, um, because nowadays, unfortunately, there's so many dietary needs because of health, especially type 1 and type 2 diabetes. So that's one thing here. That's afternoon tea. Um, with tea, when you're in the UK, I don't know what it's like in other places, when you drink tea, all your fingers and your thumb are on the teacup. There's no pinky. Why do you guys have a pinky? There is no pinky. And you don't hold it with one hand, you hold it with two. So this is how you do it. And it goes on your saucer. The saucer does not have to be on a mat. Whether if you have a juice, that will always go onto your mat, if that makes sense. Now, being Asian, I'm going to show you the other thing that we used to do because obviously we were not always catering for. Um, sometimes we were just catering for Asians. So I'm gonna show you that as well in just 1 second. Just before we move on, just very quickly. Oh my God, it's been 36 minutes. How did it get to 36 minutes? Oh no. Okay, I need to rush off back to work. The joys of having your own business. Oh my God, it's too much. Now this is it. What I was going to say was I'm going to start a. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to start a princess's army. Now, a princess's army, I don't need a lot of people. I just need some people who are um, willing to be regular in just doing a small number of tasks, and that's it. So as you can see, the ticker at the below, there will be one that will say Princess's Army, and then it will have all the people that are in the Princess's Army behind. Now, because unfortunately, I have to work. I've got no man. I've got to pay all my born bills. Blah de blah de blah. YouTube is not my first and only concern, actually. To be fair, it's literally backseat. You're completely honest. But the thing is, I can see how much people are suffering. I had this issue when I was a kid. I used to, I don't know how to say it, but you know when you used to worry for other people for no reason? That's exactly what I used to do. I used to do it all the time. It used to be constant. I used to literally get myself sick because um, because I felt something for someone. I'm very, very empathic. One of the reasons, or the main reason actually, that I have this YouTube channel is because thankfully I'm financially independent. However, a lot of people are not. And when I look back at my life, if I didn't do the things that I did, if I didn't make the sacrifices that I made, I wouldn't be here right now. And I really did sacrifice. And I know most people can't do that. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the Princess Army. If you want to join, just let me know, or let Black Hat team know, or let Jessie know. Let me know in the Discord or the Telegram group to say, look, I'm interested in joining the Princess's Army. We have the ticker down there below, which will, be in all of the live streams, blah blah blah, blah, and you'll get an extra shout out because, yeah, because you're part of the Princess's Army. What you'll need to do is literally when I post a live stream. Oh, my ninja, hello, how are you? She's lovely, isn't she? So you'll have to just do a couple of things. Just post the live streams, repost them on X. So you have to be part of X and then either the YouTube channel or either the Telegram group. So on X, when I post a live stream or I post a story, you'll just have to repost that. That's the first thing. The second thing, and say good morning, good night. So just interact with the account, if that makes sense, just for it to get the algorithm. A lot of people are already doing that anyway. But I'd love to have a lot more people, and it's not quantity. It really is not quantity. I don't need 20 people to come in and do it. Even if there's just a number of people who do it regularly, that's absolutely amazing. So good mornings, good nights, and repost. That's it, minimum. If you want to do more, oh my God, that's amazing. You don't have to be part of the Princess's Army to do that as well. Um, oh, Lucy, I love you. I really do. He's my fellow Brit. He's been with me since I started the live streams. Amazing. Um, the other thing is, just be active in the Discord and the Telegram with the good mornings and the good afternoons, and just generally support the channel by leaving comments and likes. And it's only if you're able to do that. If you're not able to do it, just support me in whatever way that you can, or just support the channel in whatever way you can, and that's absolutely fine. Um, I know a lot of people are supporting the channel, and I really do appreciate that. That's very kind of you. But yeah, then you'll be officially part of the Princesses Army, and in the Discord we'll actually have a channel that will say Princesses Army. So if we need to get something out, that we can get it out, and then you know we'll work on it. It's just an idea that's just come along. Okay, so this was the Asian side. Now, sorry, this was the English side, the British side. As I ran out of time, so I'm going to do it here. I'm going to make the chutney for this. Okay, so first up, I haven't actually finished this. I literally ran out of time, and then I was like, do you know what? I'll just do it on the live. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my god. Um, when I make food, I really just do not want it at all. Okay, so when we used to have an auntie or an uncle, or if I know somebody's coming who's from the Southeast Asia or African, I would do this instead. I would do this instead. I wouldn't do that because I know they wouldn't really be interested in that, if that makes sense. So here, what you have is um, a samosa, which is amazing. I love samosa. You get these there's so many different types of samosa, and pakora. I can make these. They're very easy to make. They do take time and practice. Um, but this is the thing: when you know something's coming, um, not fried chicken, samosa and pakora. Yes, I do. In fact, when you serve samosa pakora, you can serve them with chocolate cake or sweets or something like that. But normally at the top, and this is just, I don't know why we do this, but you normally put fruit. So you would normally put, let's just get this out, touch those. You would normally put fruit at the top rather than putting, what is it called? Cakes and biscuits and things like that. I don't know, it's just like an Asian thing. The chutney that I was going to make, I'm going to make it now really, really super duper quickly. Um, you can't serve these without a sauce. So you can serve them with chocolate, not chocolate. You can serve them with ketchup, or you can make a sauce really quickly. Oh my gosh, this is like so quick, but it's super, super good. Super. Oh my god. So just some yogurt. Oh my god, I don't know. I haven't opened this jar. Let's see if I can open it. Oh, I can. Thank God. I was worried there. I was like, oh my god, I still can't open the jar. I normally have to bang my jars, and you just literally just put mint. So yogurt and mint, and you make like literally the nicest, best mint sauce. And there's no need to give them, like, literally nobody wants ketchup when you have this mint sauce. It is so quick and so easy to do. It really, really is. But this is the thing now, is like even this, it kind of seems to some people it seems like it's too much. It kind of seems like, oh, sorry, can I just Oh, Craig, welcome to you. To be fair, you could actually have this because I'm running off to work, if I'm completely honest. Um, we're just doing I'm just literally just showcasing afternoon tea because I was thinking if I should start to do some cooking on the channel. But even getting this together and then getting the camera angle together, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy cooking. Oh, I'm in London, I'm in transport. Okay, so I think I've got every Nightbot has said, "Please like, comment, subscribe, and share." We do love Nightbot, don't we? I'd love to change Nightbot's name to Butler. I really, really will. Really, really would. So that's pretty much it. However, a lot of people nowadays can't even do this, and it's really, really sad. Day John 360. Awesome. Um, I rem I remember going for tea and cakes on the canal with grandparents. See, beautiful memories. It is so easy. Oh my God, it is so easy to do. I don't know why people don't do this. I feed my neighbors. I feed okay, so for Ramadan, because I'm Muslim, Ramadan, we often have people around. In that month, it's so easy to feed over 100 people, literally in this house. So this house has 3 reception rooms. That one, that one, and then there's one at the back as well. So what we tend to do, the one at the back has a bifold door, so it's completely closed off, and it has an entrance via the kitchen. So what I tend to do is I tend to move everything. I get my brothers to come, because I don't wanna break a nail, honestly. I get my brothers to come. I get move everything to the side, and because 'cause we're Asian, and I don't know why not a lot of people in the Western society do this, and really seriously, it's so fun. It's so fun when you get, like, 30 people crammed, absolutely crammed together, and they're just sitting there, they're laughing, they're joking, and they're all sharing food. So in the back, I tend to put the men in the back, bearing in mind I am Muslim, so a lot of the women who come during Ramadan, they've been fasting, they are Muslim women, they're sometimes covered or they have their niqabs, all the rest of it. They come into these 2 rooms. This room, they'll have the sofas just in case there's anyone who doesn't wanna sit on the floor, blah, blah, blah. This room, I would literally just clear it out, put the table in the middle, and it will be buffet style, and then there will be a place on the floor to eat. And that's how you do it. Oh my god. Like, there is something like society and, like, having, like, standards, but when it comes to literally packing your house, packing it up with so many friends and family and all the rest of it, and getting them to eat and the laughter, um, and people are just so happy, and it's actually, I would say, some of the best times in my life is during Ramadan, and it's literally when this house is packed with 50, 60 people to the point people are like, "Oh my god, where should I sit? Like, can you, like, literally budge up?" And they will have to squeeze into, like, places, and I do it on purpose. I literally just, everyone knows as well, they all know that when they come to my house, if it's in Ramadan, there's gonna be lots and lots of people. They know it's gonna be segregated. They know they're gonna relax. They know they're gonna have fun, and they know that roughly the same sort of people who come all the time, and it's absolutely fine. And then you'll have like, people, and you know what, they'll group off, and then they'll go upstairs as well. So if they wanna have a quiet conversation, like, you'll just walk upstairs and there'll be, like, 3 of them in, like, one bedroom, and there'll be, like, a couple of people in the other bedroom, and they'll just be sitting there eating food because there's not enough room downstairs. And oh my god, it is the most beautiful, wonderful best thing that, like, in my and it's all around food. And this is it, it's so important. Unfortunately, the quality of our food nowadays, even the quality of our fruit and vegetables, is really, really low, and it's because we're on the Fiat standard. Um Okay. Oh, Dave Digital, bless you. Oh, Jessie, look at Jessie. Oh, I love it when people care for other people. That is so sweet. Burgers and mash. Why not? I am a trader. I am a decent trader as well. I do like to trade. I'm not trading this year though. Okay, awesome. So this is literally just about it. And this was literally just, oops, this was literally a trial run to see whether or not I was going to start um, to cook for the show as well, because with cooking as well, cooking can be really, really expensive. Or you can have a couple of items, and if you know how to cook, you can literally turn it into a beautiful meal, an absolutely beautiful, tasty meal. And I've done that for you guys, but because of it was really difficult getting this camera set up, getting the lighting set up, all the rest of it. I don't think I'm going to do it. Um, Let me just quickly read out what they said. No, it wouldn't be. Absolutely not. Just promise if you start a cooking program, it's not like those American cooking programs that cook everything in 50 blocks of butter from frozen. No, no. And this is it. Cooking nowadays is a lost skill. Um, but can we actually blame our society for that? I don't think we can. I really, really don't. I know feminism, I'm very much, uh, I do support some parts of feminism, i.e. safety, um, like not to be discriminated against, equal pay, equal rights, blah de blah de blah. There's certain parts of feminism I really, really don't, support. But sometimes you have if you want a woman or if you want a female who can cook and clean for you, you want a traditional wife, you have to know that that traditional wife cannot go and work as well. You can't get her to work full time or, full time and then look after the house and do all the cooking and the cleaning and, you know, make you beautiful food and all the rest of it, and then, I don't know, get pregnant and have kids and all the rest of it. For that, you need to make sure that you earn enough money to support her and support the lifestyle that you want to have at home. Same like if you want a woman to be really beautiful all the time. You want her to get her hair done, her nails done, all the rest of it. You have to understand that she's gonna cost you a lot of money, if that makes sense. So you need to choose the people that you're with very, very wisely. Um, I'm gonna end it there. It's way too much food for me. Bearing in mind, this here, when there obviously, if there was more of us, there'll be a lot more food, i.e., there will be a lot more scones, a lot more things on the top, all the rest of it. That would normally take an hour. No, I wouldn't say that, about 40 minutes. 40 minutes, to finish. Why? Because with afternoon tea, it's all about mannerisms, it's all about going slow. You don't turn up at somebody's house hungry. You don't turn up to eat afternoon tea hungry because you don't stuff it down. You don't stuff it down. Afternoon tea is very neat. It's a socializing event. Unlike iftar, unlike when you're opening a fast or whatever, you're there to eat. So you need to have a lot of food, and you need to be able to get to it and eat it and all the rest of it. Things like afternoon tea. If you go to someone's house for afternoon tea, do remember your mannerisms and also know that it's a social event. It's not for you to um, scoff food down, if that makes sense. Anyway, thank you so much. Um, have a good weekend, yep, everyone. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. I don't think, thank you, Mike. I don't think I'm going to be doing a cooking show, although I really actually want to do a cleaning show, which would be really, really good. But I think I'll probably just leave it to crypto, simply because I don't think I have the right house to do it. If that makes sense. And it's just too much effort, and I can't do it. while obviously running a business as well. Anyone who wants to be part of the Princess's Army, do let us know. Um, do join the Discord, do join the Telegram group. Um, yeah, so join the Discord, join the Telegram group. Either let me know, either let Jesse know, or um, Black Hat team, or anyone. Just let us know, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. Awesome, that's brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank